Hello and welcome back to my nail corner. Today I have a ManiBoss collection to show you. This is the cocktail collection and it is releasing Friday, March 19th at 12 p.m. Central Time. Look at this adorable sticker that came in my package. I love all the stickers that they include. Megan has come up with some super cute ones and I tend to stick them to my nail lamp to just hold on to them for as long as possible. That mani on my right hand is a Triple D mani, and I will put the details in the description box. So these are the 5 colors that are in this collection that is releasing. I think they're gorgeous pastels with a beautiful glitter in them. And at the bottom of this little menagerie, I put Pretty Sugar, which is an existing color, and I think it fits in with these just beautifully. So I highly suggest adding it to your cart on Friday when you are grabbing these beauties. So I'm going to get into my mani. I have my ManiBoss liquids out, which I love. So if you're in the market for some new liquids when you're shopping on Friday, snag those. I just have them sitting on my desk all the time in this little liquid holder, and they're just great liquids. So I have no problem reaching for them anytime. And I have to say that this mani that I'm about to show you guys, it takes a liquid that is, medium to slow drying. And I felt that these liquids, this base, performed perfectly. So what I'm doing is I'm putting all 5 colors on all 5 nails because I just had to use them all. And as soon as I saw this collection, this was the vision that I had for these colors. So I am using the same brush in all 5 powders. I wasn't too concerned about cross-contamination. I did try to tap off the excess powder or wipe it on the paper towel before I dipped into the next color. But you'll see throughout this process that it's hard to avoid unless you're using 5 different brushes, just getting some cross-contamination. So just keep that in mind. If you have 5 brushes, maybe go that route if you're really concerned about contamination, or just be really diligent about scrubbing it on your paper towel before you go into the next liquid. I kind of lined them up so the darkest of the powders was at the end, so I knew I would have time to kind of clean that off really well before I went into the really light yellow. But those are just my thoughts on trying to keep them somewhat separated. But I don't think a little bit of contamination is going to do too much harm. So I love this look. I did a mani last summer with some double dip powders. I didn't do it in a video, but if you're on my Instagram page, you might have seen it. It is a Candi themed mani. And so I did my middle finger with this technique. And I loved it, so I was pretty excited to do it on all 5 fingers and just have I don't know whether you want to call it a watercolor nail or a tie-dye look. I don't know exactly what it is, but basically all I'm doing is applying my base to the entire nail. And then, as you saw on the first one, I'm just tapping some of the powder onto a portion of the nail pretty randomly. I didn't want to recreate the same look or pattern on every nail, but just go across and tap a little bit of the powders on until the whole nail is covered. So it's pretty simple. It's a little more time consuming than a basic dip, one color dip mani, but it's really quite simple in my opinion. If it's something you want to try, I highly recommend because I thought it was a lot of fun. I actually really enjoyed the process of creating this. So after I did each nail, I just let it set for a couple seconds. I flipped the nail upside down to tap the extra powder off. And then you really have good time for that to set before you go around for your second application. So I don't know, you can tell, I hope, by looking at this that the base stayed wet all the way through. I didn't get to my last color or 2 and tap the powders on and have them not stick. All 5 colors stuck really nicely. So I was really pleased with how the liquids performed for a process that just took a slower drying time. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys watch as I do this first pass through. I'll pop back in for the second one, and I have some thoughts not related to this mani, but just to share with you guys. So hang in there and I'll be back in just a minute. so now I'm going in for my second application. I am just applying my base as per usual over the entire nail, and then I tried to basically hit the same part of the nail with the same color the second time around, so that might not happen perfectly, but if you get close enough, I think that especially these powders were really forgiving. You guys, the glitters that were in these were so beautiful, and they just, I don't know how to explain, they just all blended together so beautifully on the nail. I was just really, really pleased with the way that these applied and like worked all together. So I just couldn't use just one or two. I was like, all of them, I must use all of them. And I've seen a couple other looks where people did like a vertical ombre rainbow from like pinky to thumb straight across, and I loved that look. Like, these just are really great colors, a really great rainbow to work together, so I highly recommend. So, on another note, first of all, I do want to say thank you to everybody that's been so patient and reached out to me with kind words, just hoping that my family was feeling better, and like was patient with my nasal voice that I still have a bit lingering nasal voice, but hopefully it's a lot better than it was, you know, a week or two ago. But yeah, I just appreciate you guys bearing with me through being sick, and just really reaching out and just sending kind words. My family is recovered. Like I said, I have a little bit of lingering congestion, but some of that is like allergy season started to hit right as like we all started to get better. So there's a little bit of that going on, and it's hard to differentiate what's like lingering symptoms and what is just allergies now rolling in on the tail end of COVID. But anyway, we're all doing great. Everybody went back to reality. My husband went back to work. My kids went back to their 1 day a week at school today. I did like 3 weeks worth of like grocery shopping and errands today. So we all had like a really productive and very normal Tuesday in this house. And on top of that, while we were isolated, locked at home, my husband started doing a construction project at home and what will end up being my new nail corner. So hopefully in the next month or so, he's going to build me a new desk. Sorry, I just bumped my microphone. He's going to build me a new desk, and I'm going to be moving all of my nail stuff into this new space in our house. And hopefully I will get it all organized to the point that I am ready to show it off to you guys. So hopefully next month I will have that for you guys. And I've got some upcoming kind of fun things, so stay tuned, please. I don't mean to be a tease, but I'm like not sure what to tell you just yet. But in the next 2 weeks, I've got some fun things to share with you guys. So anyway, I am going to finish up this second application. I am going to cap and clear, and then we're going to wrap this baby up. So I'll be back. Okay, I lied. I'm not going anywhere for just a quick second. I wanted to touch on something that's just more of a housekeeping thing. I've gotten a handful of comments lately that are saying that my last, I don't know, half dozen or so uploads, that people are not able to view them, that they can hear my voice, but they're just seeing like a green screen or something of the like. And that was concerning me. And so another one of the subscribers and I looked into it and just tried to figure it out. And it seems to come back to Android devices. So there must have been some update to the YouTube app on Android devices that for some reason is throwing off the viewing ability of my videos. I record on my iPhone and I didn't change any settings, but it seems like the common issue is the like HDR recording of my videos. So this video, I turned off my HDR recording, and I'm hoping that makes a difference. So please let me know if you're an Android user and you were having this issue, if it's resolved now. I apologize because my upload that will be on Saturday was a prior recording and the HDR function was still on, but I'm really hoping that this resolves the issue for everybody, and then I'll just leave it off, and hopefully you all can see my hands, because what's the point of a nail tutorial if you can't see? Anyway, let me know if you are an Android user and you can see this video and if you were having issues in the past. I really appreciate you guys being patient with me, and hopefully this was like a quick, easy fix, and hopefully it's resolved from here on out. All right, so Megan sent me over one of her new hand files in this package, and I love it. It's like a nice basic rectangle shape. It's 180 grit, 180 being the finer side, which is what I'm going to use here. So I'm not going to get super in depth here, but I wanted to just show the basics of kind of the shaping I do. This multi-finger rest is from Liquid Layers, so if you're interested in something like that, I will have a link down in the description box. I also have a discount code for 10% off at Liquid Layers, so check that out. They have lots of cool stuff. So my basic shaping is to go straight across the free edge to create that nice flat kind of squared off look, and then just taper in my sides. Not a lot, like I don't do an extreme coffin look. I call this more of a tapered square. So you just want to angle in that side. Now, I don't recommend going any lower than where that free edge kind of attaches to your finger. So like once, I don't know how to explain it any better than that. So basically the white part of your nail, like that free edge portion, I don't want to file any lower than where that attaches to the skin, because you can end up with like ingrown fingernails and like just kind of cuticle issues from that. So just be careful not to file too low. Let the shape that's around like the side walls of your nail be pretty natural, so to speak. That when you go below that and you're filing, just make sure you're just filing the shape of the dip powder like I'm doing right there. Like I go around my cuticle line and my side walls, but I'm just cleaning up the dip powder on the surface of my nail. Just make sure you're not filing your actual natural nail below the free edge. I hope that makes sense. So I'm just going to do that basic filing here, and hopefully it helps some of you that are just having questions or I don't know, just any struggles with shaping. So I think I was going to tell you something else. Oh, so you might notice in my description box, if you go looking for my discount codes, that it looks a little bit different. I usually have them all listed out in this big long list. And I ended up moving them to like a page called, I think the app is called Milkshake, and it creates a page for you to link. And so there's a link below and it says referrals and discounts, just like it did before. But if you click on that, it'll open up with the list of all of the links. That way, if I have a new one to add or just a change to any of them, I can just update it there, and then it'll always be, you know, available to you. I don't ever want to have somebody watching like an older video and I'll be like, oh, I never updated the description box with the new discount code, or have any struggle in that way for you guys. So I figured putting it in a link that I can just update in one place will just make it easier in the long run to keep everything updated. So if you're looking for it, that's where it went. I will also try to continue to include the specific discount codes that I have for products used specific to the video in the description box, but if you're ever in doubt, go to that link and check there. So ManiBoss, I do have a referral code, so it's $5 off your first order with ManiBoss. So if you've never purchased with them before and you plan to, definitely check that out and you can get $5 off your first order with them. So I think I covered all of my bases. I'm going to finish up this filing real quick, and then I'm going to come back and walk you through some top coat. Look how pretty these turned out, you guys. I just loved these. They felt so springy on my nails, and I'm super into this, and you may see this look in the future again because I just think it's so fun. Anyway, I am applying activator. Now that I have filed and buffed, I am coming back with my activator because I am using Dip Top Coat today, and if you're not familiar, then you must be new here. So welcome to Kate's Nail Corner, and please consider subscribing and liking this video. The thumbs up gives me an idea that you like this content and that you'd like to see more like it. So after you apply your activator, you need to just do a quick wipe with a lint-free wipe or a paper towel, and that's just getting any excess activator, say that 3 times fast, off of the nail surface. Now, activator is a necessary thing in order for your dip top coat to cure. Dip top coat doesn't need a lamp to cure, it needs activator. So you put your activator down, and then you're going to go in with your first layer of dip top coat. You're going to apply that in 2 to 3 quick swipes over the nail like you're seeing here, and then just give your brush a swipe to your paper towel before you put it back into the jar. I am doing it off camera, like you can't see my hand doing it, but I'm swiping the paper towel and then going back into the jar. That's because you do have activator on your nail, which right now is transferring to the brush, and you don't want that getting back into your dip top coat bottle, because then it will slowly start to harden your dip top coat, because that's its job. You just don't want that in your bottle. It will get your dip top coat goopy. So if you're having that experience with dip liquids and you find that your dip top coat is getting thick and gunky, that's what's happening. Activator is contaminating it. Sorry, you guys, I am stumbling all over my words today. Anyway, so just make sure you do a quick swipe on a paper towel before you go back into the bottle, and that's going to keep the activator from contaminating your dip top coat, and you will get through the whole bottle with no issues. So dip top coat is applied in 2 coats. Like I said, 2 to 3 quick swipes on the first go around, and then on your second pass, you can be more thorough, take your time, cap your free edge if you want longevity of wear out of your mani. I have peel base under this, so I was not concerned about longevity of wear, but if I wanted these to hang on a couple extra days, then yes, I would cap the free edge and just make sure that I'm sealing all those edges in like thoroughly. So that is dip top coat application, and I will say ManiBoss has a fantastic top coat. It is super shiny for a dip top coat especially, but like it is great. I mean, it rivals my gel top coats easily. So I'm finishing up my mani as per usual with my Candi skincare. ManiBoss has a Candi skincare cuticle pen on their website, and I'm dying to try it out. I hear it tastes, don't taste it, you guys. It smells like Fruity Pebbles, I believe, and it's called Royal Treatment. So add that to your cart Friday while you're at it. I will see you guys in my next vid. Bye now.